See, I told you guys we would. Let's try that again. Let's go back to the beginning. See, I told you guys that we would be back. Yes, I wish I could do that. But so anyway, take two we'll have to do. Welcome to the Nuadan Chronicles, The Lost Isle of the Mist, episode 7, The Trek to the Pillars. Like I said, this is we're starting the actual like meat and potatoes idea that I had. So I had a long introduction. That's okay. We've learned a lot about our characters. We've learned that one of them is actually a spy. So it will be fun.
Who?
Yeah. So let's go. Yeah, who? Yeah, you totally missed. You had way too much dragon spit last game. You don't know. Something's happening. So welcome back, everyone. Let's go ahead and get this party started. First things first, let's just go ahead and say our thank yous. So this season here on Weave the Tale, we want to thank Black Void Games, Evil Hat Productions, Christopher Gray, Smunchy Games, Mighty Norwal, Arukana Media. Yes, there you go. 7 episodes finally rolled off the tongue. And last, but of course not least, Broken Dice Game for bringing us the Nuadan Chronicles here. So thank you for you guys. You help get all this extra stuff done, making it look really cool here. All right, so before we get to the introductions, I'll just go ahead and do this bit now. Here at Weave the Tale, we have a consent-based system. If you want to learn all the details about that, please watch episode 1. But the quick version is we have green, yellow, and red topics. Green topics are things we can always talk about. Yellow topics are things that we tend to warn other players about. And a good one might be flirting or things like that. So we usually kind of warn a player ahead of time, like, Alex, I'm going to start flirting with your character. Is that okay? If Alex agrees and everyone at the table agrees, we continue on. They can always put provisos on it, like, yes, but let's keep it clean, Adam. It's PG-13. Whatever those provisos are, we all follow it. Red topics are things we don't discuss. Anything can become a red topic at any time, and we will just move on. So that's the quick version. I explain it more in episode 1 if you want kind of how we do things. So let's go ahead with our quick introductions. We'll start with me. I am the Vampire Interpreter. You can find me on Instagram at Vampire Interpreter. I am also named Adam. I will be the Game Master for the Nuadan Chronicles. If you like my stuff, you can see me on TTRP Theater, doing Sinners of Saints, as well as the Vampire Interprets. I'm also on Zweihander, doing Silver and Blood. So if you want to see more of me, check that out. Let's jump over to... We're going to start with Raquel. Raquel, introduce yourself and a quick plug, favorite part about last game, and what you're looking forward to this game.
Alright, so hi everybody, I'm Raquel Skellington. I LARP and do a lot of nerdy stuff. You can particularly catch me doing something super nerdy like interviewing Witcher School tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Okay, so my favorite part about last game, I have to get this out of the way first. I loved my device of chaos, my little piece of data. This thing was very fun. I'm glad
Fun
that I
props.
got to.
Props are always good.
Yeah, I'm also really glad I just did what felt right, and I made friends with some very intimidating folk. So I mean, it's a move.
That is true. So what do you look forward to this episode?
I'm interested to see how that develops and what happens next, because there seems to be a lot going on in this bar. I'll tell you what.
Yes. That is true.
All
right, let's jump down. Exactly, you wouldn't know. Some of you are a little busy doing other things. Let's jump down to you, John. Introduce yourself, favorite part about last game, and what you're looking forward to this game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan. You can find me online and in varying forms, under varying forms of the username Noxeternus. As far as what I enjoyed last game, it's a tie between the very awkward conversations between Zithana and Einar, and the wonderful, heartfelt conversation between me and my former partner, who then betrayed me.
There we go. Always. And I do apologize, Jonathan. You prefer to be called Jonathan. My apologies.
Yes.
So, but, well, thank you, John. Finn. Oh my God. I just fuck it up right there. All right. I'm done. See you guys. I'm out.
Adam's real bad with names.
Yeah. I'm
Give me
done.
your notes.
See ya.
I'll run. There he goes. Bye.
Yeah, there you go.
I am game
There you
master.
go.
I'm
You can run
looking
it.
forward to.
I'll run the game now.
As far as what
Go
I'm
ahead.
looking forward
Go
to
ahead,
this
Jonathan.
game, I am looking forward to the discovery of Jada's sudden but inevitable betrayal, and all of the tears that will bring.
Awesome. Awesome. And speaking of our terrible betrayer, Caroline, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Any plugs, favorite part about last game, and what you're looking forward to this game?
Yes, hello. I'm Caroline. I'm found pretty much everywhere as Fiery Sunbird. You can find me on seasons 1 and 2 of Sinners and Saints on TTRP Theater, as well as on the Zweihander RPG every other Wednesday, playing Silver and Blood. Last game, my favorite moment was seeing everyone's face when I was called Inquisitor instead of Warden. Like, just thank you for really rubbing that in, Adam. The whole time of calling me Warden Moo at every turn, and then the very last time, here you go, Inquisitor.
And what are we
I
looking
am
forward
looking
to
forward
this
to this
episode?
game. I'm looking forward to getting to do my snidely whiplash mustache twirling monologue. Before I kill you, James Bond, do you have any questions?
There we go. All right.
Make
Real
sure you
quick,
lay out
let's
the
jump
whole
back over to
plan
Jonathan.
first. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
we are doing an action-adventure comedy, and I like tropes. They work well. But let's jump back to Jonathan real fast. Jonathan,
Oh.
you missed the plugs, and I am not going to let you get off that easy.
Oh goodness. Besides being able to find me over on TTRP Theater in 2 seasons of Sinners and Saints, you can also find me on TikTok, where I help run the Exeter by Night digital LARP, which is currently at 176 players and growing. So it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
Man, I might have to get a TikTok and be like a youngin' or something. Oh, I'm old now.
Oh,
My
God,
birthday
don't
was
It is a
last
great deal of
week.
fun.
All right, let me scoot in. Let me get my wheelchair here. All right, let's jump.
Wait, where are your
over to
glasses?
You. Yeah, yeah, my glasses.
Where's
yeah.
my professor?
yeah, your professor glasses. Now let's jump over to you, Catherine. Why don't you go ahead? Any plugs you want to do? Favorite part about last game and what you're looking forward to this game?
Hi, I'm Catherine. I play Rhea Rayosin, and you can find me on Instagram at smallfry. You can also find me at the TTRP Theater, because I can word. Also in seasons 1 and 2 of Sinners and Saints. And what was gonna be my favorite part of last game was just kind of grabbing Warden Moo and throwing her onto the back of my scooter chase, but that didn't end so well. So
No, it did not. What are you looking forward to this episode?
not dying, right?
Always a good, exciting thing to look forward to.
Right?
To quote John, strong narrative decisions. You never know. Death might be right for you, because this is not the game where death is only the beginning, but...
I don't know.
strong
It's not me.
narrative
It's
decision.
Moo.
There you go. One of you's going down. I like it. I like it. All right. And last but certainly not least, Lex, why don't you introduce yourself? Any plugs you want to make? Favorite part about last game and what you're looking forward to this game?
Hi, I'm Lex. I play Zaitana Ziabrashoniteres Ashra. Again, always just so Adam has to pronounce it. You can find me on... You're going to practice it.
You can find me on Saturdays at 3 p.m. PST playing Cassandra the Toreador on Vancouver Adjacent by Night. You can also catch me tomorrow taking over Adam's show, where I will be interpreting things. Vixen takes over. Don't miss it.
That I am looking forward to that. So I'm sure I will rue the day, but that's okay as long as it'll be a fun
It's got
topic.
to be my show.
So we'll see everyone. Yeah, you know what? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, kid. These young whippersnappers think they can do it better than me. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start episode 7 of the Nuadan Chronicles. Okay. Well, I can think of only the best place to start it is exactly where we left off, where the data artifact is handed over to Inquisitor Mu. And Rhea is no doubt left there stunned in a moment. And the man that was fleeing from you, I believe, I think last episode I said he had a hood, will draw out a steam pistol and hold you up, or hold it towards you, Rhea, to make sure you don't make any sudden moves. And he seems to be awaiting the Inquisitor's command. So,
Take her with us. She'll come in useful.
so he'll grab her arm.
Are you sure you just wanna just let me go and?
Well, ever since
It'll be
Lozo Ku
fun.
died, I needed a replacement for him. You worked very closely with him. You'll do. Right, take her away to the awaiting escape vehicle. I'm sure I have a plan to get away.
Take
the scooter.
Sure. At that point,
No? Didn't
take
I?
the
Wasn't
scooter.
I?
Yes.
I was like,
Technically,
well,
it's a
you
dolly
were-
cart.
You were.
running, and we're right by the docks.
Yeah.
It was a dolly cart that I rode.
So
Yeah.
so that being said, while Inquisitor Mu no doubt thinks 2 steps ahead, your thought was not, so my daring escape is going to be, I'm going to be grabbed on a dolly scooter, and that's how I get out. So you are actually not at this moment somewhere you can quickly get to, at least unnoticed. So, but what you do have, highly zealotous Inquisitor Mu, you have the device with you if you wanted to take a look at it. Because unlike Tally and everyone else, you know what you're looking for. So you have a way of activating it.
I'm big
Okay.
brain.
I will. Yeah, why not? I will take a look around. We've got time. I'm gonna take it and.
The armed man will move further into the dark alley at the docks.
Yeah, I want to look for the thing. I want to look at the thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so I was
Right?
waiting. I thought.
Is that what you were
Yeah,
implying?
so you- Yes, no, indeed. I thought. Never mind. I got a little confused here. All right, so since you are a dastardly villain, there was no need for you to actually roll, because you're the dastardly villain, and things will just happen because they need to. So, you pull out of your pocket a small, actually Thrashid power supply. So Rhea will look like, holy crap, that's so cool that you have that. Oh wait, there's a gun to my side. You attach it.
I am
and then this-
conflicted between wanting to get my face into it and not having my face blown off. It's a very hard line.
So it's a tough life you live. Tough life.
Yes.
So after you power the device, Inquisitor Mu, you will activate it, and very similar to the projector, but not as large. The projector actually created a relatively large image. This is much smaller. So it springs to life with various little lights and dots, creating actually, because what's going to happen, it's going to start displaying different information all in Thrashid, which then the Inquisitor Moo is going to kind of move through the information just by waving her hand. So I guess just to give you a quick survey, this is definitely the memory core or something. It's more of an archive, because it'll go from just talking about various different subjects. Eventually, within about 15-20 seconds, we will get to the topic that apparently the Inquisitor is looking for. The lights will focus on the map and bring us in, and you will see what appears to be a projection of an area in which there are projections of rock-like structures, bones, everything. So imagine, if you will, an explosion that happened just a little bit above the surface of the earth, and that shockwave as it would send things out. But then instead of going forward and falling to the ground, it just stops. So there are large chunks of rock, other things, debris. There you go, Adam. There you go. Good using the word there. Debris left in the air. And in this projection, at the very center, there is this almost, I don't want to say, it is the brightest spot in this projection. This little star at the very center. And a line will kind of draw, through the topography leading up to that. And with that, Inquisitor Moo will smile. She seems to have found what she's looking for. So,
There you are.
now what do you do, Inquisitor?
Well, I'm reading my notes. I'm sorry. Now I know where to go, how to get there, and I know what I need to do when I'm there with this star. Her Most Holy Majesty will be very pleased when we bring her back. We'll probably need some things from her workshop. Take her and get what we'll need.
All right. So with that, the ruffian will begin to drag Rhea, and we will then, if this were a movie, we will dissolve into black, thus indicating a small amount of time has passed. Whereas last left our heroes, night had just fallen. Now we can tell the sun has just arisen. We see the inside of the door to Rhea's workshop. We hear the familiar giggle of Tali as she is now returning to the workshop with two guests, the two friends that she made last night. Tali, you are not drunk, but you definitely had a good time last night, and you have returned here to share, to do what you initially meant to do sometime yesterday, but got distracted. And you are now here to share the night's events with Rhea. So, what do you do? And you have your man of gravity and your... All right. Door opens up, and there you are. So, in will walk in the man of gravity. He's got to turn to the side to get through the door a little bit. Huh.
Are you good, my dude?
Yeah. Doors never fit me. He's going to walk over to something that looks fancy and expensive. Ooh, what's this?
You might not want to touch that, because if you touch it, it might blow off your entire hand. Yeah,
Why do
a
you
lot
keep...
of experiments are very volatile here. One might blow up your hand, one might completely reverse your existence from reality, and, another one might just, give you chicken pox. Space pox, whatever.
Why do you leave it so close to the door? That seems like a terrible place to keep that thing.
Because curious people like you who make dumb decisions go boom.
All right, well, I'm not going to touch anything. So
You
where's
wanna be
this...
the next experiment?
No. So the bigger individual will kind of walk in, not touching anything now with that warning, and she will start to wander around. Like she didn't go any she's not like, oh, I'm gonna and picking things up, but she's like, ooh, what's this? So what do you do,
As long
Tally?
as they're like wandering around, Tally doesn't really care. So I guess she's casually just like, "Hey, Rhea, where's the data thingy?" Hoping to hear a response, and I'm assuming she doesn't get one.
Yes, let me just check my note real fast here. You know what? What we're gonna have you do, Tally, you're gonna make a perception check. Well, it is a yeah. Give me a so you're rolling, so you want to roll, you're rolling at a 25. So you want to roll 25 or lower on your D100, and you start with 2 degrees of success. And the last time you rolled terribly on this, and that's how you met your 2 friends. So you never know.
That's very true. So, I mean, I just want to show this to everybody watching. This is my dice roller. It's a house I built out of Lego, and I put them through the roof, and they come out in the fence. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. I spent like half an hour on it. So, all right, let's roll. All right, so I got a 2. Oh, and a 9. Oh,
That's okay though. So here's the thing, you don't fail by enough of degrees of success or by enough to actually drop it down, so you just have 2 degrees of success. So
okay.
boom. Oh, yeah, for those, this is like when you succeed at something and by a hair. This is what it is in sign language. So I realize as I occasionally do weird things with my hands, sometimes they have meaning, sometimes they don't. Boom.
I mean,
All
that's
right.
cool.
Yeah, they got just by a hair. That's how I remembered it. All right, so you will you hear a strange sound, very soft. So I imagine Rhea's workshop. It's not huge, but there's a second story. You hear a sound upstairs, and it's just kind of, and that's it.
I just go up there.
Gotcha. All right. Well, when you start to do that, we're going to say you move kind of quickly. The Man of Gravity, which I like, that's his new name here. So he's going to move as quickly as he can to follow you, because it seems like you know where you're going. But as he goes up the steps, like you can, the steps aren't going to give way, but you are now very aware this is an older building. As he walks up.
Hey, my gravity strict friend, you might want to wait downstairs, because, you know, as long as these planks are as old as they might be, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if there's a secret trap door up here that may go down to the center of the planet and incinerate you or what, but, you know, you might want to be a little bit careful on the step.
He turns to his friend. She's a little weird.
I'm just telling the truth.
So you come around. You go up the steps, and there is enough boxes to, if this were a horror movie, there's enough boxes that would definitely, everyone at the audience would be screaming for you to get out of there. But luckily, this is an action-adventure comedy, so it's not quite that scary, but plenty of places to hide. You move further in upstairs, and you eventually see a window. But it's one of those, like, kind of, there's not really glass. It's just like one of those, like, kind of flaps. I'm not sure, like, it's just a shutter. And it's slow, and it's just... What do you do?
I investigate.
All right, so you go over there. You look around. So, since you got 2 degrees of success, you will see, this is kind of dusty, you will see a footprint or 2 that lead up to this window. And at that point in time, you smell smoke. And then you will hear from downstairs someone going, Tali? Is this supposed to be here?
What? I turn around. What? Can I do a perception roll?
They're downstairs.
I
mean,
run
you can
down the stairs enough to like kind of bend over the railing to see from like a
Gotcha.
slightly higher vantage point.
So they point
What are you talking about?
They point to a wooden box, and there appears to be something inscribed in on it. From your angle, you can't see it too well, just because, like I said, you came around and just peeked down. But then at that point in time, the smell of smoke is becoming a little bit more, it's becoming a little bit more pungent, and even everyone else goes, "What's that? Do you smell fire?"
Can I tell it's coming from that bottom area near the box?
No. So the fire actually smells like it was you. It smelled like you were closer to it before. You have now moved away from the fire.
Okay, so that's coming from like up top.
Yes.
Or outside and leaking in.
So the way I see it is like, so there's 2 floors. Here, you went upstairs, kind of went over here. That's where you smelled fire. Your friends who are right here, again, me and my sign language, you ran back, came down, so that's where you are. Obviously, we're in a 3-dimensional space, so but that's kind of where you are. So the fire smell was over here, and this is where the window was. You're back over here.
Alright, so our girl Tally looks at her 2 new friends and goes, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna be straight with you. Something weird is going on. I'm not sure if this place is on fire or about to blow up, but you should go outside. I'm gonna go take a look at this box and then go back upstairs and maybe take the box with me. But you might want to get the heck out of here because I think you guys are cool and I don't want you to die in a fiery explosion." I'm not joking.
So when you mention explosion, the man of gravity he is scrambling as quickly as he possibly can. But this almost looks like a Three Stooges moment. He's like, and like knocks something over, and then he's trying to catch it, and then stop the vase from falling, but then it causes another vase. But at that point in time, you will turn around to be able to see the message, and the message seems to be very fresh. It's been carved into the wood, and wood that's had time to be corroded and or sanded down. We looked at this, still has like the splinters off on the side. It says, "Moo is a spy, taking me to the pillars. Send help."
Tally goes, "I know what I need to do." And
So
do we have predetermined modes of transportation in this? Like, did we all pick one of those out? Can I just whip one out of my butt?
what? So you can call a
Take
cab.
another dolly cart.
I was just gonna say, no,
so
we only use dolly carts in this world.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly, we only use improvised dolly carts and go careening
I'm
down
not
trails.
gonna
Yeah,
lie,
pretty
I
quick
was kind of
basis.
envisioning that Tally has like a tricycle, but it's like an adult tricycle, and just like running around. It was really souped up.
So yeah, there would,
If
yeah,
not
there
unicycle.
would be.
It had like Bluetooth
Yeah, there's
and
bicycles.
lights and everything.
Yeah, no, I could see your character having a bike. Now, obviously, it's not in here; it would be outside.
Right.
Yeah, it would
So can I
probably
take
be.
this,
I would
like,
say
box with me? Is it like carryable, or is it too large?
not the box itself is huge, so you could
Okay,
not
okay.
you and your big strong friend couldn't carry it.
Okay. So, do we have any? Okay. Is the note or whatever inscription? Can I, if I took a piece of charcoal and paper, run over it to transfer the message?
I fucking love that idea. Yes, that's there we go. Using that smart girl brain, I love it. All right, yeah.
Brain, guys.
No,
Brain.
I love it. That's good. That's good. I did not prepare for that part, but that's why I like it. All right. So,
You're gonna mess up the show.
it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Broken Dice says there are bicycles, trains, trolleys, rickshaws available in cities. Yeah, you can.
Oh
There's a
God, I'm
bunch
gonna
of
have
some of them even
tricycle.
some of them even fly. Some of them hover. All right, so you put it up.
Hover
You
trike.
do
Hover
quick little-
trike.
Hover. You're not. So flying things are very expensive. You cannot afford flying
All right,
things.
I'm
You
not
could
that
you
successful.
could rent it. Yeah. Yeah. You ain't that rich. You wouldn't be hanging out with these
Okay,
plebes
human
if you were
power.
that rich. Yeah.
Person power.
I
So
resemble that remark.
So you get that now. So what's happening behind you? The comedy is the man of gravity has tried to get out, but he tried to get out first, but he didn't turn to the side. So as you're doing this, the camera would reveal the big strong lady trying to push the man through. Eventually he does. They stumble out into the street, but now the fire has no longer a smell, and it is starting to take over the kind of upper right corner of the building.
Okay, remember, my
So-
grandpa told me not to panic in a fire situation. So Tally has the message. She folds it up and puts it into her, like, I have this bandolier thing that you guys can't really see, but it has like a pocket on the
Sounds-
side here. So she puts it into her pocket thing.
We live in a fantasy world. Your outfit has pockets. We got it.
Yeah, my outfit
Too
doesn't
far.
have pockets, even though I am one of them.
Too far. Too far. Yeah.
Too far. This is
The
unrealistic.
female
now.
presenting characters don't believe this now. No.
My sense of disbelief cannot be suspended that high.
I know, I almost didn't believe it myself. So I guess I slip paper into a fantasy pocket because the real world ain't that great. And I peek upstairs just to see how bad the flames are, and I'm assuming because this is a laboratory, there are going to be islands or a place where there is water.
So, yeah, I think I would call this a workshop, not a lab, and that's just in my head. There's less beakers and more like heavy
Okay, less
heavy
beakers
machinery.
and more like tables and works things, right?
Yeah, drills and things like
Okay,
that.
so then instead, I try and see if I can find anything of value to Rhea that she would want. I mean, like, I kind of know her pretty well, but like, I want to
So
make sure
here-
that just in case I can't stop it, I can find something she would want.
You know what? I like that. I'm not sure if that's going to help in the future, but I like that you thought of that. And I believe Rhea has talked about that book she was writing things in. I remember specifically us talking about
Oh,
it
that's right.
in the one
Where
episode.
did
Yeah,
we
so
get
that's
Fancy
there.
notebook.
Yeah, so you grab the fancy notebook, which hopefully will have some sort of cool plot information later, I say, hoping I remember that. Because that would be awesome. Hopefully
Okay,
there's a
and we're in a
creative
workshop.
storyteller here that
I'm an
remembers that.
engineer. Engineers build things. Engineers solve problems. This is literally my job. Okay, there's a fire upstairs. I don't know if there's fire people here. So I'm gonna make myself the fire person. I love it.
You know what? I'm loving this bullshit that we're pulling out here. Let's do it. Let me take a note real quick. Save the notebook. Because you're right. Part of me, I'm a little annoyed because part of the plot points is this place is supposed to burn down, but whatever. All right, let's do it. But no, that's literally what your character
My friend's
does. You have,
workshop,
like,
I would be a bad friend.
I get it. I love it. I love it.
Everybody'd be kinda like,
It's not
okay,
going to be
that's talent.
easy. It's not going to be easy, but I like
That's
it.
okay. That's literally my job. Rolling up my fancy elf sleeves.
Gotcha. You know what? I'm liking it. What you're going to do here.
I look like I have chicken wings.
All right, you're going to make a tech check. So you have to make
Okay.
that. That's an intel. Hold on. I'm checking to make sure so you get. Okay, cool. Your tech check's intelligence, so you're rolling 40 and below. You start with 6 degrees of success.
Okay. A 40 or below, you said?
Yes, so anything you roll 40 or below, and for every 10 below that gives you an additional success rating. Every 10 above it takes.
I got an 18.
All right. So that is at least 2 more. So that puts you at 8 success rating. I should have penalized you a little bit, but it doesn't matter how much I penalize you. You're still gonna be able to pull this
Fixing
off.
problems is
So-
my job.
So we're gonna say, here's what I'm thinking. There's it's a pneumatic, like, pressurized. So the way I think of it is it's kind of like for those of us that use like socket wrenches and power drill and power thing, they go like they use compressed air to make that work. So instead of that, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to take this device and you're going to rig it so that it'll blow enough air to essentially blow out some of the fire. So you're in there. That being said, I feel like I'm gonna
What?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
drop
fix
you
it.
a
I'm
point.
gonna fix it.
I'm gonna give you a point of exhaustion and
Okay.
a point of stamina because I feel like staying in there as the flames are rising in the
In the
smoke.
Oh, absolutely,
Wow.
yeah.
Compressed air and fire or inflame and spread. Well, I do know
Nobody
you
is
can blow
actually
stuff
wearing,
out
like,
enough. It's
the
magic. Just
stupid
go with it.
retro disco goggles. She's probably actually wearing them to like, she's in business mode now, so she's kind of like a chaotic idiot, but actually extremely intelligent. So she is having her goggles on and trying to, like, not inhale smoke while doing a cool science thing.
All right. So, what ends up happening there, so you're not able to put the fire out completely, but you're able to keep it at bay long enough for the fire brigade to arrive. So you don't
thank God,
save
there is a fire
everything,
brigade.
but you, there is. So they do eventually arrive, but as the camera will pan out, or will dissolve out as you're doing your best to fight the flames. You're getting covered in soot. And we will hear the bells and sirens of the fire brigade. And that is where we will hold that scene. And we will go to Einar and Zythania.
Close.
Close.
Close. You're so close.
So terrible.
Very close.
Terrible at this.
It's
I used to
just
have,
like it's
in defense,
spelled.
I have a ton of notes, but I had to clean the other day, and now my place looks great, but now nothing is where it belongs and where I know it is
Wow,
are
that
two
is
different places.
relatable.
Oh, is
There
that
we go,
why
there we
you've
go.
never been able to pronounce it?
Yeah, exactly.
Blame it on the clean
In my
house.
defense, I'm not sure if we can see this here. You might not be able to see too much.
911,
I
I'd
wrote
like
it
to report
down.
a fucking murder.
I wrote it down.
Okay.
I'm not sure. There we
Wait,
go.
quick question.
There we go.
So I know somebody donated to help me at some point. So
Yeah,
is
last
that
game.
something that you get to call upon, or is it
Do you-
something I could
Do
eventually
you have an
call
idea?
upon?
What would you like to do? Is there something you're looking forward? Because I sometimes get stumped, but what do you got?
I want to. So I'm assuming that Jada, since I guess, well, yeah, I do now officially know that Jada's a traitor, right?
You have there's an inscription in a piece of wood that tells you that. How that's not going to hold up in court. You can totally infer that. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna say our little chaotic genius does infer that. And
Yeah.
I bet that Jada definitely has a device on them that can either call or reach somebody. And I'm gonna try and find their signal.
You know what? Okay, so here's the thing. The radios in this world aren't. I like this idea. I'm trying to think of how on earth I'm gonna fit this in here.
To go on a bicycle on a base.
So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna dissolve and jump to these two, and I know these two are gonna have tons of time to roleplay here while I panic and quickly think of what I'm gonna do with that information. I like it. I think it's. You know what? I may have. I know what's gonna happen. I got it. It's gonna come into play. But first, we're gonna fade to black. And my question is for the two of you. You guys had an interesting night last night, which led to you and you two trying to stop Tally from what you thought being murdered and/or kidnapped by these two very dangerous-looking individuals. It took a couple of drinks later for you guys to realize, oh wait, they're just idiots. Oh, okay, all right. But by then, yeah, you two. By then, there was enough drinks and stuff for some of the bad feelings to go away. If you catch my drift, you guys started. You're working together. You've had some stress recently. Things. So, armed with that knowledge, it's now the next morning. Where are you guys? Did somebody take someone home because they were not safe with you? Where do you want this scene to be? I see Jonathan's eyes go.
I feel like that's a really loaded question.
That's a very loaded
you know,
question for us.
Should we ask
the
the
gun
audience?
is loaded. I'm giving.
Let's ask the audience.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, audience. All right.
Where do we wake
Where
up?
are
I have a
we?
little veto power here. So, like I said, the drinks were flowing, and I say that in regards to the fact that they were able to see the positive sides of their friendship and relationship. You guys were last episode very upset that they did not get to bear their feelings and what actually happened. So what happened? How did that rest of that scene play out? Just give me a couple words of a sentence. I don't need you to tell me everything that happened. Something to inspire these two. So we'll give you guys, that's a little bit of a taller order. We'll give you a minute to type it out. And and we'll see what's the best here. And I feel like, I love it how sometimes you guys vote too. Like, so you're just typing it out like, oh, well, just say it. All right, here. They pass out in each other's arms. They made out, but only one remembers. Einar gave up his bed for Zathana. I'm like, these are all, they wake up on an abandoned island. Damn it, this happens every time.
The only captain is not there. So nobody's waking up on an island this time, y'all. Yet.
This time.
Gotcha here. Drunken amnesia naked. With first mate Pippi. Or PP. Gotcha.
Damn it, Pee-Pee.
He also leaves his underwear in Zathana's room. Zathana. I like that. All right, let's see here. So I'm seeing a theme here, and I'm going to get some amalgams here. All right. Yes, I'm loving this here. We now need the Captain Gentleman. Yeah, you wake up in the Captain Gentleman's arms. There you go. Get here, Captain Gentleman. If you can be in here in the next 10 seconds, just romantic night, wasn't it? What?
I mean, I'm here for it. I feel like I'm watching a reality TV show. All the tea. Give it.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
Real
so
Housewives
I
of
think
Nuadan.
Real
Real
Housewives of
There you
Uldris.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Someone be the guild master's vice guild master's wife and all that. I mean, we get tons of fun with that. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm loving this here. Okay, so season 2, right there. I love those staring at the camera bits too. That would be so. Yes, Real Housewives of Dreyenju. Yes. All right, so here's what I'm thinking here. I'm loving this. All right, so. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm taking my favorite here. We're gonna. All right, so here's what. It is the morning. Okay, so we can hear the birds chirping. It is a very lovely morning, and we will start to see Zathana wake up. And she can. You're close enough to the docks that you can hear the water, but not too close that you can. That the sound of the work of the docks bothers you, you know. Zathana opens her eyes and she will see a lovely portrait of an island. And for a moment that's gonna, but she realized, oh, it's just a picture. It's just a painting. It's just a painting. You then roll over in your bed, or a bed, not your bed, to find Einar asleep at the edge of the bed, but he gave you the bed. They're just kind of slowly drooling. Love that. And oh yeah, yellow topic, yeah. Yellow topic, everybody. Yellow topic. We totally went there, but I just mean the whole thing. So I caught up. Yeah, the drool is yellow. Yeah. So that's where you are. We're gonna say, for the fun of it, you don't remember a little bit after you left the bar.
Are we both clothed? Or
Or
at least am I clothed?
So, if speaking of honestly yellow topic, I want to say that you are still clothed enough, but you were in less clothing than you were last night. Am I making sense? Like, you got into your
Totes.
pajamas, but you're not in your negligee. Like, you're like, oh, this was a little embarrassing, but, you know, kind of thing. And I feel like, honestly, I want Einar to literally be in everything he was wearing last night. Like, he is still completely dressed,
Full armor.
head to toe. Yeah, like for anyone slept in clothes, like,
It's called
but
being a
his like
gentleman.
armor's like over here. You know, he's in no way comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
So there
It's
we
called
go.
being a gentleman.
Yeah, there you go. Being a gentleman, bound up real tight in the vest. What do you do? And only Zythana's awake at this time.
I would like to try to sneak out, but I am fully prepared to volunteer to botch that for the fun of it, because that sounds way better than succeeding and actually leaving. I just don't know how bad. Like, I'm fine to roll out of the bed or trip over his shit or not be able to unlock the door.
I don't know. What sounds like the most fun way for you to fail? Because part of me is thinking that, or it's like gonna be like right when you're like stepping over Einar, so then Einar wakes up and you're like, looks like you're on top of him, like, That's what I think would be the most
We'll go ahead
common.
with that one. That sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we're gonna say you get your socks. I like how Ipacho said you don't have socks on. So you got your sock. You're bundling. You're grabbing your clothes, and then it's gonna be. And we'll say even better. You find your underwear. You still have like pajama pants on, but you find your underwear. That's when you reach over Einar. You're picking it up. And that's what you see is Zythana on top of you, or stepping over you, so it'll comedically look like they're on top of you with their underwear in their hand. What do you do? And you don't remember much of last night either.
I'm either dreaming of the past or a very happy man this morning. I can't decide which.
Consider it a dream. I'm gonna stuff the underwear in my also fantasy pocket.
Ooh.
Oh,
Do you remember much of what happened?
I remember a lot of drinks. I vaguely remember stumbling back here. I think it's a bit
I
fuzzy
sort of
once
stopped
we hit the
remembering it, the
door.
drinks.
Right, the singers.
So I
Singers probably.
suppose the question is, why did we come back here? Hmm?
Shit.
Hmm?
Probably I seem to remember not wanting to let you walk alone back to the singers, but also knowing that I was in no state to actually walk you there and then make it back. I think.
That sounds familiar. Yes, yes.
I don't recall you
I
having
like
a
this.
problem with it.
That is what we will say. It was it was your wardenly duty to ensure that I was safe.
Right, so one way or the other, you had the bed. I was innocent.
I'm just going to get off of you now. Yes. And Zythana steps back off of Einar. So now
And I
what?
do not-
Are you hungry?
You know me, I'm literally always hungry.
Do you want breakfast then?
Are you cooking?
Yes.
Then yes.
Right. Still remember what you like. So.
And I imagine the scene is uncomfortably comfortable to the two of them. Very familiar. There's a lot of like, this is where I always sat.
I mean, I am uncomfortably familiar right now, so I feel like that's getting there. I like that. So, I'm going to venture a topic for you guys to bring up, and just because you guys are doing so well at doing this, I'm gonna put it out there, and you guys are gonna have fun with it. Maybe about picking up your conversation from last night, because I believe, as I found out, you were asked by the Vice Guildmaster to find out what was going on. Did you find out? You might have found out. Do you remember? I mean, maybe that's what the Vice Guildmaster happened. Yesterday's right now a big blur to you, so.
Mind giving me a quick cold notes on what exactly it was he wanted me to find out?
So, yes, essentially, Einar is supposed to have been part of an investigation, and he's getting a lot of pressure to do something about it. And this was years ago, and the Vice Guildmaster thinks it has something to do with him. And if you can find out, cool. But the Vice Guildmaster was actually being kind of, I don't want to say chill about it, but kind of like, hey, it would be cool if you did this, but I'm not going to make you, kind of thing. A little less ominous than he was in the first episode. So that's just that's something meaty to talk about here while Einar's cooking eggs. Are you an eggs or a pancake person? I don't know. What?
Oh, pancakes all the way. Waffles.
Pancakes. All right. Waffles. Yes, and in the morning,
waffles.
I'm cooking waffles.
In the morning, I'm going to make waffles.
There you go. That was probably what you said while you were drunk, coming back here. That's what you were saying. I'll make you waffles in the morning. It's okay.
Oh my God, I love waffles.
Exactly. There you go. It's canon. Boom. There we go.
It's canon. Yes,
all right, go ahead, guys. I put it out there.
Breakfast.
Yeah, my God.
So, could I ask you a question?
It would be pretty awkward if we just stand around while I'm cooking, not talking about anything, so sure.
A little birdie told me that there's an old investigation being reopened, and that it might have something to do with you.
Alright, pretty much any subject besides that one would have probably been a bit better breakfast conversation.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Why did you leave me?
Damn, somebody called. It's like you just said to me, Jonathan. It was in the kitchen with a frying pan, and the chat's exploded.
911,
Like,
I'd like to report a fucking murder.
Exactly. Oh my God.
You know,
Yeah,
they hang you for killing policemen, Alex.
Oh man. Oh,
I'm just
okay.
Or
That was good.
Or did you prefer the
Nathaniel
first question?
wins. Flawless victory.
brutal. Truly.
You have two
do you
questions
want
to
fucking-
answer. Pick your question.
Do you want these fucking waffles or not?
Oh my God.
I do want the waffles, yes. But also an answer to at least one of those questions.
An old investigation that I was attached to is being reopened, yes. Not by my request. I have absolutely no desire to be associated with it.
mean, it's quite a long time ago. Why are they reopening it now?
Genuinely, I don't know. I think that it's ridiculous, and it's likely a politically motivated token gesture on their part.
Yeah, it usually is.
In this case, it very much is. But
Is the
to make a long
investigation
story
into the
short,
Vice Guildmaster?
investigation was into the previous Vice Guildmaster.
Well, he's dead, so why are they reopening it? I'm fairly certain you can't put a corpse in jail.
Because they still want someone to at least get a slap on the wrist or take something of a fall from what he was involved in.
What does that have to do with you?
Jada and I were the ones investigating it.
Yes, I remember Jada being there, and I suppose that makes sense. She was your partner back then, too.
Mm-hmm. And I took over the investigation fully after she was injured.
Hmm.
And they wanted me to... They want me to testify. They want me to pin the actions of a dead man on the current guildmaster for political grandstanding, and I have no interest or desire to do that.
So testify. Tell the truth. It wasn't him. Or it was. Whichever one is the truth. This is your job. This was your job back then, too. You know how to testify, one way or the other. What's the problem?
Look, it's a little bit more complicated than that, and it brings up some different facets.
There's a knock at the door. A very frantic knock at the door.
Whoever that is does not get my waffles. Hmm?
No, they don't.
All right.
In fact, in our world,
your
deposit
underwear
a plate
hanging
of
out of your
waffles on the
pocket.
table as he goes past Zathana.
Waffles.
Mouthing as he walks away, oh my god, she's adorable. And we'll go to answer the door.
There is, coming in, there is Tali, the man of gravity, and the very impressively figured female-presenting individual. They are all covered in soot and smell of smoke. And you're thinking, wow, last night was terrible.
I wonder where she woke up.
Three of you had a wild night.
Okay. It's a disaster. I have a lot to tell you guys right now. Anar, you need to see this. And I pull out the freaking inscription that I copied from the wooden block.
Gotcha.
I eat waffles.
Use my narrative action to eat the waffles.
They're extra delicious.
It says, Moo is a spy, taking me to the pillars, send help. And they'll probably need a little bit more context of where you got that, though. Tali.
Listen, I hand
Elaborate.
Anar the letter. So listen, I got back to the workshop. Rhea wasn't there. The place simultaneously started to go on fire. Don't worry, I fixed it. But then there was this box down below that my friend saw that I found, and then I did the inscription thing. Something went wrong. And then I came here on my rainbow tricycle. Which you see in the back, and it does a whole like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na.
Note's gonna get handed over to Zathana.
Well, this seems very bad.
This is super bad! And I was gonna try and see if I can find Moo or somehow something. I don't know. We gotta go find our friend. I saved her place from sort of burning down, except for her small corner. But I also have, and pulls out, the notebook that is really important to Rhea. So we gotta make sure that we find her.
All right, let me see the notebook.
Moo! Big puppy eyes.
If allowed to, Anar will take the notebook and try to look through it because this is a lot to take in.
Yeah, so the notebook is full of a lot of just notes of Rhea's various digs over the years.
Looking more towards
That
the end
being
for
said,
recent stuff.
There's nothing that's going to directly help you in. Well, let me think here. Hold on, because this was a random plot point I threw in and did not expect. So, I guess the only thing that you really would be able to kind of get out of this is what the Pillars of the Mist are, which your character would know. But to re-explain for the audience, I mentioned it earlier. Actually, the art you see behind us, everyone, that is the Pillars of the Mist. It essentially, but what is believed to be about it is it's, well, no one really knows what it is, but there's some sort of rift that causes gravity and everything to stop working. As you get closer and closer to the actual epicenter of it, things start getting really weird. There is rumors of being shape-shifting demons that live close to it. And at the very center, there is, and this is something that would be in the notebook, is that are a temple of monks. And there is a fancy name for them that is something I totally wrote down, and now I just gotta find it. Hold on. It is here. Hold on. I had it 3 seconds ago, but it's in the nice language that was written that I can barely say it. See here. Here it is. The name of the temple is called Selhaji. It is the Temple of the Mist, and it resides within a massive sky pillar ripped from the earth. So, if indeed this is where they're going, that might be, that is one of the few destinations, safe destinations, or known destinations inside the pillars. Like, I mean, there's all sorts of cool stuff to see there, but it's possible, it is easier to get to the temple than it is to just randomly pick a floating rock and be like, let's go there. If I'm making sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
to the
so
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
temple.
armed with this.
Kevin's comment. The whole, are we about to fight Ramona's 7 evil exes?
We'll see. All right. So, armed with this knowledge, what do we want to do?
So your partner's evil, and they've started up an old investigation that you don't want to give your testimony for. I wonder if these things are somehow related to each other.
Gee, I fucking wonder. Great. So, clearly we're going here. Forget the 3-day timeline. I will briefly report in, probably from the ship that I will see if I can get out of impound. You can pilot. Yes, Tally?
Yes!
Excellent. So I'll get the blasted ship out of impound, and ideally we'll make our report while we're already underway.
I mean, do you guys want to take a ride on my tricycle? I could put a seat on top
Let
of
me
each
get something
wheel.
quicker than that. So here's the slight hiccup. The
Okay.
war has begun, and to leave the city, as similar before, you will need papers. Now, Einar, you've got, and okay, so in theory, this wouldn't be a problem with you, but the wardens are mad with you, mad at you. So getting out might be harder, but not necessarily impossible. So that's like that way out. You can always sneak out. You could steal, bluff, or try to get favors from wealthy and powerful individuals to maybe help you. But there's multitude of options there.
Question.
Yeah.
I recall that my mother is actually a very powerful, well-connected woman.
Oh my god, I love it. I hate it when you guys pull stuff I wrote at the beginning when I'm brainstorming. Oh my god.
Did you see the
All right,
terror in Adam's eyes there for a second? He was like,
good example.
I did not remember that.
Fun note to everyone here. Sometimes when you're playing in a campaign and you're just quickly writing backstories because they sound good, people will remember that. Oh my god.
And now we know why Einar's a mama's boy.
Exactly.
Oh, was she the one who wrote his name in all his underwear?
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Here we... All right. Let me check my notes here. Hold on there. I got a lot. Here it is. There we are.
Your mom.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. You were born into a place of moderate wealth and privilege in Dreyanju. Your older brother, Sorum, went into politics, and you found yourself a warden at the young age of 22. No doubt due to your family's influence, but you were still good at your job. Motherfucker. Yes. I love it.
I know,
All right.
isn't it a pain in the ass when I remember things?
This is the second time, too. I just need to give you a line like your backstory is whatever I say it is. Don't remember? All right. Okay.
Then I'll
All
just
right. So what's
improvise
your
at it.
plan?
You know, that's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. All right. So I
my
love
father's
it. I love it.
I mean, why not?
All right. So
I mean,
what are we doing? What are we doing?
So if there's ways to place calls or anything like that, I will call Mom, or I assume that Mom probably lives in the city, so if I need to make a quick trip to Mom to try to get travel papers, I will.
I love it. Okay. And with that, we're going to take a quick break while I panic and figure out what's going to happen. So that being said, yes, it's it's about 10 minutes earlier than I was hoping to take a break, but this is a, you assume Einar moms hate Zythana. Yes, she does. I love it. Love that idea.
Oh
I wonder
boy.
if I have a quick costume. I have some of my Erica's wigs here, but she'd probably kill me if I put them on, and they would look terrible on. So I'm totally not ready. All right, so that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break while everyone uses the bathroom, gets a drink, and or I panic and come up
Panics
with
about where the story's
a little bit of
going.
this. Yeah, it's in defense. It's going the same way. It's just now you guys have blown up the bridge I've made, and I have to build a new one quickly. So we're gonna do that. So we'll be back here in about 10 minutes, everyone. So we'll see you then. Nope, we're still here, engineer. Hit the button. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The cast came up with a last-minute idea that I've scrambled. 2 last-minute ideas, actually. The story idea, and then an extra idea. So, that's why I'm muted here. And so everyone's come up with a bunch of other ideas. So now I'm getting a bunch of text messages. You all and your silly shenanigans. Okay, welcome back. I have... You guys, so also too, if you are new to the Vampire Interpreter shows, especially if you've seen our cult show, you know that I like to occasionally do some crazy costume things. Normally I plan them and have really cool looks. What I'm doing right now is off the cuff, and I hope you appreciate it. Where we last
I absolutely appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, yes. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that might work. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so we last left our group of intrepid heroes. We have decided that we're in trouble, so we're going to call Mom. And Mom will fix everything here. So, let me pull up that note here. Oh, because of course it's just one line in your backstory. I absolutely had names for all these characters, let me tell you. So let me...
It's okay, I've been there.
Yeah, let me just pull this up
Zathana's
real
loath
quick.
to leave her waffles.
Yeah. Let's go to... Okay. Will the fantasy outfit have pockets? That's...
Honestly, all
that's
fantasy
not gonna
outfits
be the
should
fun
have
part.
pockets. Fantasy, so all things have pockets in them, even though they shouldn't, because in the real world, femme-presenting people don't get pockets.
So we get more
Okay,
pockets in
so-
fantasy. In the shoes, in the
Exactly.
bras, in the
That's
hair.
the mood. That's the
Ooh,
mood.
okay. All right, here. So, we will come to... the scene will open in the central plaza of Dreyenju. There are towers that I believe they even float. It is a fantastical area, but only the wealthy and the powerful can live there. And that is where we will find Einar's parents. I'm double checking another thing too. Wrong notes. I have like 50 million. Jothan. I had to check your last name, Einar. The Jothan residence, the manor. They don't have the penthouse of this floating skyscraper, but it is up there. Actually, even from the elevator, as it were, that is powered, no doubt, by this. I think would be pneumatic and powered by steam, but has a smooth ride. Through the glass, you can see the glowing tower of the Singers of the Cataclysm. You will approach the door. The three of you. Are we bringing our 2 friends, or are they? What are they doing here?
They should guard the vehicle.
Okay, fine. All right, guys, listen. I need you here because I need you to defend my tricycle. Listen, this thing has been with me since childhood. And I've been keeping it up for the last 20 years. And I really need you to look out for it. I need you to treat it like it's your child, okay? It has a surround sound speaker system and rainbow lights like it is my child. Please protect it. Just as you saw me protect my friend's apartment, protect my tricycle. And she like puppy dog's eyes him.
Yeah, they agree, and they're still very confused. They almost have this look of like, why are we still here? But they still are. For some odd reason, they had somewhere to be today, but it's just getting weirder and weirder.
It's
So
fine.
yeah,
Tyler's fine.
they're
You're
guarding
wrapped
it.
in. Too late. She has her own
The gravity challenge.
and-
Gravity challenge guy is like, I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Exactly.
What a mood. I don't even go here.
So
I don't even go here.
exactly. So you guys, the door opens, and there will be a almost a butler, as it were. Master Einar, he says, approaching. I haven't seen you in years. Welcome. And Lady
Thank you.
Zythana. Oh, yes, it is so lovely to see you as well. And Hutali's covered in soot. I see you have a servant. Oh.
I'm the
Oh,
smartest
this
person
is-
here. Excuse me.
This is
And
a friend
that
of
person's
mine, an
eyes will
associate
widen.
to Lyra.
My
Angry
apologies
at
to Lyra.
coin.
My apologies to Lyra. He's flustered. Please come in. I shall fetch your parents.
Thank
Would
you.
you like
Do
something
the
to
glowing
eat?
goggles not do it for them? Like, what's up?
No, I'm fine right now.
Are you sure? Miss Tally, would you like something
Yes.
to eat?
Yes, I would. What do you have? Do you guys have like bacon sandwiches or a type of salty meat sandwich?
We will fix something up for you. Would you like a wet towel for your face? Because you're still covered in soot.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
So he will disappear. In a few moments later, he will come back. The food is cooking, Miss Tally. Your mother is waiting for you in the sunroom.
Thank you.
Oh. And of course, as I say that, I think of, do I have a quick other thing sitting here I can just throw on for my awesome costume reveal? Nope. Actually, you
Guys,
know what?
it's
This is
sick.
good.
You're not ready
This is-
for it.
All right, so you will come in. All right, I gotta position myself. Oh, one other neat little thing. Hold on, everyone.
God.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
You guys came up with this. You came up with this idea last minute. I have to.
You did.
I got to do something different. There we
This
go.
is on
I'm not
us.
sorry.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna look good because I don't have a camera on. Let me get it together.
I'm not sorry. I do not apologize
There
to
we
the
go.
audience. I do not apologize. I certainly don't apologize to Adam.
It's been a
Okay,
while.
guys,
anyway.
you cannot deny how fabulous Adam looks. Like, unironically, you look really good in that hair. Like, you really do. If you braided that and like made it into a whole look, I would believe that's your hair color.
You do look good, Adam. What the hell?
Like, honestly, I have wrinkles as a black woman to go in and like lay down your edges and everything to work it.
Okay.
I'm here. For it.
I mean, he did have black and red hair for a very long time.
I did. Everyone absorb it, so we can get back in.
Someone,
This was a
please
last-minute
screen
decision.
ca- Please clip
Yes, screen cap. Yes, hold on. I want a GIF. Engineer, whoever's in charge of Weave the Tale. I want. There we go. That's
The hair
that's
flip.
that's the gift to
Like,
me
yeah,
for me
you
doing
know what
this.
that's
All
You
right,
just gotta flip the hair and just look fabulous. Just
I
feel
got-
yourself and flip.
I gotta do it without it. Without the just okay.
Yeah,
all right.
just-
If
just
this
like-
wig falls off, it's all you. Oh, I can't. I've got to practice. This is my first time having this. All right. Okay.
This is amazing.
Okay. Here we are. Einar, it's been a while.
Mother.
Zythana.
A
You're
pleasure
looking
to see you again.
thin.
Thank you.
The blue suits you. Enjoying the ring? I figured you would have had the taste to give it back after. I'm sorry, where are my manners? Please sit.
Mother.
Sir, bring the young woman a towel so that she doesn't dirty up the couch. I'm glad to have you here,
Oh,
but it
thanks.
seems
I really appreciate it. I love your hair, by the way. And I guess she takes a towel and just is like.
no doubt something is wrong. Einar, you haven't
Yes.
visited in a few years.
I know that. I'm sorry that I haven't visited. It's been an interesting time, to say the least. I think that you're aware of that, and you're probably aware that I was reinstated.
I am. Your brother has told me a little bit of the situation.
Has he?
I wonder... Yes. How freely should I speak of your business, given the company? As you know, it is your life. You wanted this career, so you have it. I did not interfere, so it is your life.
Listen, she's not my mom. I can't say anything.
And I appreciate that, Mother. I do appreciate you not interfering, and I will remind you that this, if I'm coming to you for help, it means that I genuinely need help.
What's wrong?
I need the means to get out of the city. With the two
You just
of them.
got back.
Yes, I know that. We've discovered that in the midst of the wardens, there has been for some time a spy embedded. She's taken someone that I work with, Mother.
I see.
The problem is that at this point, she's also been able to set in motion a number of politically inconvenient plans that will keep me here and keeping us from rescuing someone that is of great importance to us. Jade is a traitor, Mother. She's a spy.
Your partner?
Former.
I met her some years ago, did I not? She was at the party where the Vice Guildmaster was.
Yes.
She's... Are you certain of this?
I have a note left behind for us, scribbled in haste by a friend that is now missing. We know where they're going. And with the importance of the artifact that my friend Rhea discovered, I genuinely believe that there's some legitimacy to this.
And you need my help getting out of the city because you feel that the trouble that you've been having is caused by Jada. It's true.
Yes.
Some expect you to testify.
I'm aware.
Are you still adamant to not do that? I'm only asking.
I don't want to have to smear the name of someone that had nothing to do with this. That whole investigation, Mother. I don't want to have to do it. That's not why I did this. That's not why I wanted to become a warden. You know that.
Yes. And we're not speaking of the Vice Guildmaster. Regardless, son, you've come here for my help. I'm your what kind of mother would I be if I didn't help you?
Thank you. Can you?
Yes. Yes, I can. There's a private ship that we have business with. Where do you need to go?
The pillars.
Not exactly a tourist destination.
No.
But we do have investments in the area. I could probably make a call. You'll need a work visa to leave the city. that or pay an exorbitant amount of money. No doubt, I will get you and your friends work visas as security, see into the investment, something that will allow you to get on the ship, unless, of course, you're arrested. But
Again.
I don't believe that will happen unless they... Again. Yes. He gets in a lot of trouble when he's with you.
Wasn't
But
her fault. Mother.
I would say that's more his fault than yours.
Usually, yes.
Well, I have not always approved of you, Zythana. I know my son gets into trouble. One
Bet he
reason...
does.
She points to the note, one reason or another. Be at the private docks in the Jade District in 3 hours.
Thank you.
And be safe.
We
And
will.
my God,
Promise.
eat something. You look thin.
Yes, mother. Promise.
All right. There we go. My camera.
Thank you for your help, Lady Joffin.
Yes. All right. There we go. All right. There we go. Oh, some of the.
Adam,
that
All
amazing.
right. There we go. That was my first time wearing a wig.
I guess it's canon that Anor is a mama's boy, and
Absolutely.
I love it.
Right.
Oh my god, I love it. I think that's fantastic.
Inar is 100% a mama's boy.
We also know why he's interested in red hair.
Hey now, whoa, whoa.
Hey. All right.
How very
okay.
dare.
Okay. We will quickly. There will be the everybody's ready for a montage as we have you guys preparing and boarding the sky ship. So this is a sky ship that's gonna. So that'll save you some time. We will then head back to our other friends, the Inquisitor and Rhea. The camera will reveal that they are aboard one of the rails, heading north. It's more northwest, I believe. I think it's kind of northish. We don't get to see the map, and by the time, if you're watching this on YouTube and the book's out and I'm wrong, sorry. Okay, so Rhea, you will of course be is very stereotypical fashion. You are in a private car, or at least one, not the car itself, but you guys have your own little private, I've never been on a train.
Compartment.
Room? Compartment, thank you, there
Compartment, yeah.
we are. Yeah. So, you are clandestinely tied at the wrists. The Inquisitor's there still with 2 other guards. As you were led on board after your scribbling your message, you did see that you suspect there are at least a half dozen to a dozen other Marathi spies hidden amongst everyone. So this is a large train traveling anywhere and everywhere. You got on here. You didn't have a travel visa, but you were in the company of a warden in good and standing, and the warden said you were coming with her, and there was no reason for you to talk. And no one wants to get arrested, especially during a time. Yeah. No one wants to get arrested during in a time before. Oh, there we go. All right. So, as you are rocketing north, I will leave you two to discuss.
This is where I very movie appropriate go. You'll never get away with this.
Someone has to
I
say
currently
it.
am. I don't know what you think saying that will accomplish, but I'm getting away with this right now. And you, right now.
They'll come for me.
Maybe. But will they be here in time? You know, it's been fascinating being a Marathi spy for as long as I have. Getting to foil my own plans, be a creature so beguiling that I managed to not meet my own gaze in the mirror. You know, I will say, meeting you 5 years ago, I was very lucky that Professor Lozoku didn't recognize me. He was, with his eyes going the way they were, he really should have recognized my voice. We worked so closely together.
What was he to you?
An informant, a translator, a crazy old man. He dealt with the Thresharid, and in his research, he brought up things that are called Holy Watchers that live in the sky. And they're a way for us to bring our God Queen back to this plane. That star that we are headed towards is the way to do that. She is at hand. And it will be good to have her back here. There was a letter. Let me pull it up. Passage. And you will know
She will
my
take
children.
out essentially one of the holy books of the Marathi in the Imperial cult. Thanks. Note.
You will know, my children, that the time of return is at hand, when the stars touch the face of the earth. These who brave the light shall touch my face again and be exalted. With my return, I will cleanse the land of sin and sorcery. And we have needed that for a very, very long time.
That
The
doesn't make sense.
The ruffian next to you will nod, kind of almost he's in a religious agreement. He would say amen if such a thing were said here.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to make much sense to you.
But
she's not your God
I know
Queen.
enough to know. But that's heresy. The Council of Stars do not accept that.
I don't need the Council of Stars. The Grand Inquisition of Portents just needed some agents in Uldris while we bided our time. Council of Nine might not have been enthusiastic, but the God Queen is at hand. You cannot deny it. You have seen the location of the star that is touching the earth. It is here. She is at hand. And I'm the one who gets to facilitate this.
You're crazy.
I'm so excited. Yes.
You're crazy.
Yes, I am. You would be too.
There's a knock
spending
at the door.
a decade. There's a knock? Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the agents.
Come in.
He's interrupting me. He's interrupting your monologue.
Yeah, indeed. Luckily, we're on a public train, so she doesn't get to shoot him for interrupting. But no doubt, she will toss out an evil grimace at this underling. Inquisitor.
What?
A report. apparently, the warden has escaped the city. There's more if you... He kind of looks like he wants to tell you more in private.
I will.
Don't mind me. I was right.
She's not going anywhere. She doesn't have any communication device. What? Fine. I'll stand up and I'll like.
Gotcha. You of course are an evil, dastardly smart villain. You will leave your hero alone with one inept guard to guard them. Of course, that is what you do. Yeah, exactly. How dare you interrupt my monologue? Yes, I love the
Yeah, if you won't whisper it to me, we can be right outside and we can whisper it to me there. I'm not done monologuing at her.
You're fine. You're fine. You're gonna. You will. So, leaving you, Rhea, alone with one guard.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
What is on this guard's person? Like, what are they wearing? Or do they clothing? Anything super identifiable? How many weapons do they have? Do they have like a tiny knife?
They have a steam pistol for sure, because that's how they forced you onto the train. Other than that, they're blending in. Like he's not wearing like a uniform of the Inquisition, of the Marathi Inquisition in Uldris. That that's not going to get them very far.
Well, I'm gonna look for a pin or a brooch nearby, and I'm going to try and pull a tally and turn it into a tool to unlock my cuffs.
Gotcha.
What about a veil pin?
A veil pin. She was so angry about the monologue, she just ripped her veil off.
Pulled out a veil pin, just stabbed one of my men and walked out.
Like a good Dark Lord.
So
We call that leadership.
all right, let me try to find this character. Oh, I got too many tabs open. Hold on here.
Oh,
There we are. All right, Catherine, you are going to it's going to be an agility check for you.
Oh god.
That being said, I feel like I know we got another story benefit that was like from a couple of games ago that I never really made good on. So we're going to go ahead and give you a +2 success rating.
how dare you rob me of the rest of my monologue?
Hey.
So you said a +3?
You got a +2, so you're starting at +3, so you're at a +5 success rating.
5.
And then you're rolling at 30.
Woo! Succeed by
I'll
1.
get you for this, Adam. Woo!
There you go. Hey,
Whew.
it's okay. Okay, so you are able to, we'll say there was a pen nearby, or you know what? You're in the compartment. No doubt everyone ate, and you grab like the salad fork. And you're going to start, whittling away at your bonds. So you are free. Let's see if the guard notices, if I can keep the dice in my hand. I have 0. I had 30, and I rolled 30 was my score, and I rolled a 62. So the guard is unaware of your clandestine attempts to get free. And you are now free. What do you want to do?
Okay. So this is like a long train. You know what I want to do?
Yeah, this is... What do you want to do?
Can I do more movie things? I want to get on the top and start running down the train cars.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yes!
I think that's a brilliant plan.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's... Yeah.
Train top face.
Train,
like
yes, there you go. Okay, well, the first thing you gotta do is get out of this compartment.
Okay. So there's other people in the compartment, right?
There's
not
one
just-
There
guard.
is one
There's
guard.
one guard.
One guard.
Okay.
Of course. How could you possibly get away from one Marathi spy?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Trying to think how gullible this guard would be. Oh, I know. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna pretend that I still have the cuffs on. I was like, hey, can you look at these? I'm not sure these are that tight. And then when he goes to look, I'm gonna clamp him with his own handcuffs.
Yes!
I love it. I love it. That's some good stuff here. All right. Yeah. First thing
It really
though.
is Christmas.
Yeah, give me a charisma check. Which incidentally you're actually pretty good at. So there we go.
I am not terrible at this.
Trying to think here if there's anything that's going to
Oh,
give you
shit.
a bonus. You're an archaeologist. Oh my God! You need to throw him off the train and tell everybody he didn't have a ticket. That's what you need to do.
Yes!
Can I get an extra point if I do exactly that?
There's.
No ticket.
You know what? Sure. I got an idea here. What'd you get? You got to succeed, but I like that.
I succeed by 3.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen here. So you're like, hey, is this? I think there's something wrong with these. He's like, what? And you hit him in the face. You're then free. You're gonna grab him, throw him up against the window. We're gonna say the window was slightly open, and then you're gonna start to throw him out. And then, like, just as he falls, like, the waiter's gonna come in, like, food's here. And just like, we're like, he didn't have a ticket. And with that, obviously, the waiter is gonna be like, oh shit, I need to tell someone, because you just murdered someone. But there's no way to get out of here, except you had a dastardly plan to try to climb on top of this train.
Yep. I'm
So I guess you
going
got your-
to see if there's anything like on top. And I'm gonna use my whip to grab something. I'm assuming like this is either like steam powered or like there's electrical, but I feel like there would still be something up top for me to grab, and then jump out the window
yeah.
and use it to swing me up onto the top of the car.
I fucking love it. Yes, this is amazing. I love it here. Yeah, this is. I like how we're all embracing my action comedy trope. That's good.
We're embracing it.
All right. Yeah. Give me. So this is gonna be a. So you're gonna make a. This is gonna be a melee combat check. Just because I'm gonna give you the +2 success rating that you normally use for disarm. So you're at melee success of 4.
Okay. Succeed by 3.
All right, so you're gonna, so you kind of climb out, and you can hear, and they're like, "Oh, someone just threw someone off the train!" And then you can hear the ruffling, and then cue the music. Dun 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 dun. Dun. As you do that, you start to climb up. Hey, and you are now on top of a high-speeding steam or flux-powered train, heading north into deep Uldris. So what you gonna do now? And of course, as you appear up there, some of the other Inquisitors are gonna see you, like, "Oh, she got out," and they're gonna try to formulate a plan. What's yours?
So if this is the car, I came out, let's say around here. Jada's
I
probably
like everyone's
at the
use of sign language classifiers that I've taught them.
Jada's probably at the end in between the compartments. I'm gonna try and like go down and grab the device like from above.
The device unfortunately is on the Inquisitor's body, so you would have to go find the Inquisitor and wrestle it from them.
Just reach down.
Just reached. Never mind.
Reach
sorry.
down.
Yellow topic. Yellow topic. I'm sorry.
We're good.
I rolled to reach down her.
Regardless, I think
Yeah.
it might be something Jada might notice if you did that.
But
So,
really climb down.
So that being, well, you're aware that at least people are aware someone got thrown off the train and stuff. So what's your plan? Because you hear people starting to climb up the side to come get you.
To, run down towards the end of the. No, I'm going to start running towards wherever we're going, and I am looking for branches that might be coming up, or bridge overpasses or something. I'm a whip and swing. I'm gonna do a Tarzan.
Oh my god. We named the dog Indiana.
All right.
Lord.
Okay, so you're gonna run, but since you're running towards the forward compartment, that's gonna lead you towards some Inquisition agents. So you're gonna have to deal with them, or you can start running towards the caboose.
Okay, we're gonna start going towards the caboose.
All right. So I'm gonna give me another agility check, and we're gonna make an agility check too. We did not do well. Yeah.
Okay, succeed by 1.
All right, we succeed by 0. So what's going to happen here? What I think as you're running, and of course we have that tunnel coming, and you're going to do like the quick jump. You look behind, you jump to the ground, and then the guy chasing you is like, "What?" Boom! He gets hit. Of course this is quite comedic, so you are not completely showered in viscera, like I said. So as you are now in the tunnel. You will head towards the caboose, and you are there, but the problem is you have nowhere to go. So, and you were starting to see a couple of Inquisition agents hop back on top and moving their way towards you. So, thank you, Penny, for a tale for raiding with a party of 13. Yay!
Yay!
You have showed up
Thank
just in
you.
time for our train. Speaking of Penny for a tale, knowing it's a reference to old Penny Tales. There you go.
Yeah.
Dastardly chase on top of a train. There you go. Perfect.
It's like Christmas.
Oh goodness, what's in the caboose compartment?
I don't know. You would have to climb into it.
I'm going to climb into
That
it.
gives him time to think.
Oh, I've got plenty of ideas there. So on here. So you're gonna hop in there. Ooh, geez, what is in there? That's what I was thinking. I thought you were thinking of like what my plan for the story was. I'm like, oh no, I kind of know how to get out of this. Oh wait, what's in the back? So this is a
Listen, I gave
passenger
you an
car.
opportunity. I told you that
like-
was your opportunity
Yeah,
to
no.
think.
I like the idea of cows.
Cows.
This is a cattle car. So you climb in there, just.
It's the caboose.
Okay, there's the moose.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's funnier than it should be. I'm going to circle back. I'm going to get down on all fours so that they can't see me between all the cows. I'm going to try and go through the cows and go back up the train.
Okay.
And
Where's your end goal? The caboose. Yeah.
The lever. I'm going to detach the car.
The emergency brake?
I don't think that's in the back though. Is there an emergency brake?
I don't know, it like the way
guess
that
it
I
is.
see it is
Detach.
like in the,
Yeah, there's the pole.
Oh, that
you
one.
pull that out.
The detachment lever.
That, yeah.
Oh my god. Can I please be like running towards the caboose?
So
as
we're
you
just
Oh, of
right
course.
I
there.
open the door.
Yes, I love it. No. Yeah, you know what? So, yeah, pull the pin. So I'm not going to have you roll for this because I feel like this is good and
grabbed down
dramatic
her
enough. So,
shirt and also
yeah,
pulled the pin.
no. You ain't that crazy. You ain't that good.
No.
All right, so you pull it.
You
and
want
it,
to
and
listen?
it's
If you want to be
cling.
close enough to pull it out of the first shirt, you're gonna have to be on the same on the same car as me.
So it detaches,
Anyway.
and as you're separating, that's of course when the Inquisitor will get there, open up the door. As you guys are separating, the wind's blowing, and she's kind of looking at you with that stern look as you escape. So, and I think that is where we will end it tonight. I think that's a good spot to put a pin in it for tonight. And we will pick up next week where we will get the party back together and continue forward to the Temple of the... Is it Temple of the Mist? Yes, the Temple of the Mist, where I will hopefully have a little bit, maybe less of an improvised costume with my beautiful red luscious locks.
That was gorgeous. That was wonderful.
Hey, but hear me out. The
that
red
was a-
locks, they were amazing.
Hey,
I
listen,
put
there's
that
a
on when I
reason
first
why he
put
had
it
black
on.
and red hair for such a long time. It looks good on him.
When I put it on, I was like, I feel like I just need to be like, welcome Los Angeles, we're back. Ah! Like, I don't know. I felt like a rock star. It's the beard. It throws it all off. I was like, all right, I need a guitar. So that being said,
next
everyone,
time
I
you
hope...
could just use a scarf. Just
I'll use a
beautiful
scarf.
eyes. Beautiful eyes.
See, I'll have the scarf, and it just reminds me of that part from Thor Ragnarok. No, I'm in disguise. Can't recognize me now. Yes, we can. Yes. So I hope everyone had a great time here tonight. We had some curveballs thrown at us. I think we had some fun, dramatic, comic moments. John pulling up again some random line in his backstory that just sounded good when I was typing it, and ended up being, very important. I had a
we
whole
can also
separate
thank
plan.
the creators because the creators are responsible for that line.
No, I wrote the backstories. They wrote the sheets.
Oh,
they wrote
then it's
the
your own
sheets.
fault.
So
Oh, okay. Well,
It
I mean,
is. Yeah, it's all
so-
my fault. And it's always my fault. So I had a great time here this evening. We have 2 episodes left, so join us next week for, I would say, kind of part 1 of our exciting conclusion as we are finding, essentially, the Lost Isle of the Mist, what the title is reference to this whole time. I think it's a good time. So we'll see you guys next week. Real quick, I guess, kind of what I always do at the end of the night. We're going to do a real quick thank. Again, of all our sponsors, I want to thank Black Void Games, Evil Hat Productions, Christopher Gray, Smunchy Games, Mighty Norwal, Arcana Media, and last but not least, Broken Dice Game for bringing you the Nuadan Chronicles. We will see you guys next week. So take care.
Bye.
These are the tales we weave. Tales of magic. Tales of mystery. Tales exploring the beyond. And while we continue to grow, even more adventures await. In the depths of the unknown. Will you join us in the telling?